Hey everyone! I must start this video by saying that this list of good movies on Netflix is fantastic. Today, I come with a compilation of really great films that you absolutely need to watch. Stay with me until the end of the video, okay? How's it going everyone? I'm Dimas and you're on Dimcuz Movies, a channel committed to helping you choose great films. Please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The first movie is The Take, an action film with dramatic elements that has a very good story and memorable characters. The plot takes place in Paris and follows an American pickpocket named Michael Mason, who accidentally gets involved in a terrorist attack. While he's stealing on the city's streets, he takes a bag containing a bomb and unknowingly detonates the explosive in a crowded area, causing chaos and death. After the attack, the French authorities led by CIA agent Sean, played by Idris Elba, begin to investigate the case. However, a series of events will bring some revelations, making this plot very intriguing. This film has incredible cinematography with a competent cast and a very solid direction with very clever camera angles. A great movie on Netflix that's really worth it. Now, if you're into a gripping storyline, you need to watch Caliber. This film really impacted me because the story is very tense, guys. The plot revolves around the two friends who go on a hunting trip in the rural Scottish countryside. They have very different personalities and goals in life, but they share a strong friendship that binds them together. However, during the hunt, a terrible and accidental event occurs, leading them to make a series of desperate decisions to cover up what happened. But these decisions only make things worse, and everything becomes increasingly tense. The movie explores themes of guilt, friendship, secrets, and responsibility. As the situation unfolds, the tension and suspense increase, taking both the characters and the audience to a very high level of tension. It's a great movie, although some people don't like the ending. I found it quite realistic. The next one is The Glass Castle, a biographical film inspired by the life of Janet Walls. I love this movie and I think it's a great book adaptation. The story revolves around Janet Walls' life, from her childhood to adulthood. The film portrays her challenging upbringing in an unstable family led by her father, Rex, and her mother, Rosemary. Rex is a charismatic but alcoholic man who has big dreams but struggles to provide for his family. Rosemary is an artist who often gets lost in her own imagination. The Walls family lives in a nomadic life, frequently moving from one town to another, avoiding conventional responsibilities and living on the fringes of society. Living conditions are difficult and unstable, and the Walls children grow up dealing with poverty, neglect, and also abuse. The movie explores different moments in Janet's life and touchingly addresses sensitive life themes. The performances are brilliant, especially Woody Harrelson's portrayal of the father. This movie is unforgettable. Watch it right away, guys. Now, a deeply emotional war drama. This one is a must-see. I'm talking about Beasts of No Nation, a strong film with great production and a remarkable cast. The film is set in a specified country in West Africa devastated by civil war. The story revolves around Ego, a young boy who is forced to become a soldier in a rebel army led by the commandant, played by Idris Elba. The commandant is a charismatic but brutal leader who recruits child soldiers and trains them to fight. The film portrays the horrors of war and the devastating impact it has on people's lives, especially children. It shows the transformation Ego undergoes as he is exposed to the violence and brutality of war. The film addresses themes such as the loss of innocence, the struggle for survival, and the search for redemption. It is a great and very realistic film. Guys, remember that the complete movies list is at the end of this video, so if you'd like, you can see them all there. Keeping up, the next one is Lights Out. This film has a very innovative script within its premises and manages to work with the absence of light in a very intelligent way. It tells the story of a family haunted by a supernatural entity that only appears in the dark. The story revolves around Rebecca, who discovers that her mother, Sophie, has an imaginary friend named Diana. However, Diana is a malevolent entity that can only be seen when the lights are out. As the story unfolds, Rebecca realizes that Diana is connected to a dark secret from her mother's past. The movie is known for its unique and terrifying premise, tapping into the inherent fear of darkness. It excels in moments of tension and scares, exploring the idea that the creature can only manifest when there's a lack of light. This creates an atmosphere of constant threat. This movie is really good, but be prepared, you will definitely feel very scared. The next one is a must-watch, especially for its stunning performances. I'm talking about Nightcrawler. This movie is really good, guys. Actor Jake Gyllenhaal is amazing in this film. It has a disturbing and highly impactful narrative. The plot follows Lewis, an unemployed and desperate man in search for work. He ends up getting involved in the world of freelance journalism, filming scenes of accidents, crimes, and nighttime tragedies to sell them to TV stations. As Lewis delves deeper into this dangerous and immoral world, he becomes increasingly obsessed with success and the pursuit of shocking images. The film is known for its raw and disturbing approach, exploring themes such as ethics, obsession, and the price of ambition. It delves deeply into issues of morality. Jake Gyllenhaal's performance is highly praised, portraying the character as a disturbing and charismatic individual. It's a haunting and impactful performance. This is definitely one of the best films on the list today. The next one is The Devil All the Time. This one is very intense and realistic, with an expansive ensemble cast and multiple storylines that gradually intertwine. The story unfolds around various characters whose lives are interconnected in a decaying town in rural Ohio, United States. The plot tackles themes such as violence, distorted religion, and corruption, delving into the dark nature of humanity. The protagonist is Arvin Russell, portrayed by Tom Holland, a young man haunted by the tragedies surrounding his family. He is forced to confront the evil that permeates his community and fight against injustice that tests his faith and morality. The movie features a talented cast, with each character bringing their own motivations and moral dilemmas, creating a dense and sinister atmosphere. The Devil All the Time received positive reviews for its powerful performances and complex narrative. It delves into the darkness of the human condition, exploring religious fanaticism, violence, and hidden sins that haunt the community. It's a great suspense film, and it's also quite thought-provoking. The first time I watched it, I was deeply impacted. It's definitely worth seeing on Netflix. Now, a period film with marvelous production values. I'm talking about Mudbound. The movie is based on Hilary Jordan's novel and addresses social and racial issues in the US during World War II. The story takes place in Mississippi in the period after World War II. It follows two families, the McCallans, a white family who owns a farm, and the Jacksons, a black family who work for the McCallans on the land. The McCallans consist of Henry, his wife Laura, and his brother-in-law Jamie. Meanwhile, the Jacksons are led by Hap and Florence, who work hard to survive and raise their children amid racial segregation and oppression. The plot explores the complex dynamics between these two families and the racial tensions that permeate the society they live in. Mudbound is acclaimed for its skillful direction, powerful performances, and authentic portrayal of themes such as racism, white privilege, and the struggle for social justice. The movie delves into the lives of complex characters, showing how racial discrimination affects their experiences and aspirations. The production was highly praised by critics and received multiple awards nominations, including the Oscar. I simply love this movie. Well guys, I hope I've helped with these recommendations for good movies on Netflix. But if it hadn't been helpful, I'll provide another amazing suggestion in the card. So, until the next video, so long!